Now we know they speak in tongues that you don't understand. Now we know that. Deuteronomy 28 verse 50, he said it's a nation of fierce countenance. Who is that? Well, how come is it all of these statues and idols and gargoyles and monuments, they all have a fierce countenance? It's because they're based upon Daniel chapter 8, and in the latter time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to a full, a king of fierce countenance. He's from the nation of fierce countenance. And understanding dark sentences. Isn't this amazing? How the Bible's just opening all this up to us and we're going, yeah, I get it. I get it. A king, number one, he's a fierce countenance. It's exactly what Deuteronomy 28 said of that nation. Number two, he understands the dark sentences, the language that nobody else knows. He gets it. He understands it. And shall stand up, and his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, and he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes, but he shall be broken without hand. Oh, listen, the beast is coming up. Won't work though. Okay, he'll be destroyed in the last days. Be sure that you're on the side of the line here. Here's the line. There's two. Let me illustrate this here. There's two sides of this line. There's the people who prophesy with words that can be understood. And then there are the people who prophesy in words that can't be understood. I'd be on this side if I were you, is what I would be. Now, back to Deuteronomy 28, verse 51. We're almost, and I got something neat. Okay? I'll show you that in a minute. You'll like this. Deuteronomy 28:51, and he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land until thou be, there's that word destroyed again, which also shall not leave thee either corn, wine, or oil. Stop right here. Those three words together. Does that sound familiar to anybody? Does that ring a bell? If we were to open up and read all 850,000 billion pages of morals and dogma, we would find references in here to corn, wine, and oil. Masons just happen to have a ceremony where they have a cornerstone with a hidden word inside of it. Okay, the lost word, the Antichrist. It's sealed, it's locked, it's hidden away, waiting to be revealed in the last days. And you know what they do as an oblation to this God? They offer corn, wine, and oil. Those three things are offered in oblation to the God that they serve in the lodge. So again, I'm going to ask the question. Okay, I'm going to ask the question: whose side are you going to be on? The side of the people who speak things where we understand, and there's an interpretation and all that, or the people who say, I don't know what I said, but boy, it must have been from God. Be careful. Be very careful. Two great big gigantic announcements we're going to make today. Number one, the creation, and you don't have to get on this if you don't want to. I want to say this right off the bat. You don't have to have anything to do with this to keep the stuff coming. Okay? We're still going to have the Hog blog, MikeHoggard.com, and all of the stuff that we put out is going to be on that particular website. However, some people have been asking me over the years, man, we would just like to fellowship with some of the people that will watch the Watchman broadcast, things like that. So our webmaster, Jazz, came up with a solution, called it the Watchman Community. I don't know how to describe it because I'm new to this stuff. But I like it already. I mean, I like it. Number one, it's kind of like, and I don't do Facebook, but I do this one. Okay, you can share your profile with people. This is, like I say, this is all new to me. I leave comments on there all the time, just little funny little things that happen throughout the day. What else can happen? You can meet people from all across the world that have like beliefs and like interests. They all believe the Bible and different things like that. It is moderated, so that there's not going to be somebody that's going to throw up a bunch of junk on there. That's not going to be allowed. It's not going to happen. And so that's one of the reasons why it's like a gated community, okay? And you don't have to be some super rich person to join this. We're asking, actually, I'm not asking for anything. Our webmaster is asking for $7 a month, which is dirt cheap, to be part of the Watchman community. And none of that money goes to, it doesn't go to me. I don't want it. It goes to keep the community supported, the web space and everything like that. She's invested quite a bit of money here on just having certain things there. I think I don't know what all it encounters. I'm probably doing a lousy pitch job for this thing. But go and check out the Watchman community and just see what it's all about. I think that you'll like it. And contact Jazz. You can just write info@kingjamesco.org and she'll give you all the amazing details of the New Watchman community. Now, are you ready for this? Drum roll, please. Here is first. No, I got to do it like this. And now, are you ready for this? Drum roll, please. First, there was, by divine order, Scripture, Numerics, Bible Prophecy. Then there was La King James Code, which is Spanish for the King James Code. More Scripture, Numerics, and Bible Prophecy. Then there is La Babel Conspiracy, which is also Spanish for the Babel Conspiracy. 9/11, 2012, and beyond. These are books that I've written. And now we have, finally, it takes me a long time to write because there's so many other things to do. Here is Capital Secrets, the Lincoln Memorial Temple of the Antichrist. It is, you're going to like this, it is 8.5 by 11, full color, people, full color. Lots of pictures and graphics, and you can even color the ones that are in the front if you want. And this is based upon, it's actually intended to be part of a series. I hope I get to do some more of it. Part of a series about what based upon the video, the Capital Secrets, the encoding of Washington, D.C. And this deals with what we talked about in the video, Glenn Beck, Kingdom Theology, and the Temple of the Antichrist. This gives you the facts and of what Lincoln Memorial is all about, all the interesting things. It's only 40 pages, so it's not a very heavy read, and it wasn't intended to be. What it was intended to be was for someone who doesn't know a lot to look at this and read it easily and go, I think there's something going on in the world. That's what it was intended to do. Now, to print something up like this is cheap because it's all black and white. To do something like this, it's a little bit more expensive because it's all in color. And this could be yours for your gift of $6 billion. No, I'm just kidding. We never charge for anything. However, if you'd like a copy of it, just call or write us and say, Pastor Mike, I'd like a copy of that new book. Please keep in mind that it does cost somebody. Somebody's got to pay for it somewhere. We're still just a little church here. And if you can help us out, with whatever the Lord lays on your heart, I'm sure that you might give a little bit more and somebody might give a little bit less, but they'll order a copy for somebody that doesn't know anything about what's going on in the world, and they could see it with their own eyes, and hopefully it'll be a blessing to them. We also have a catalog in the back of all of our current products right now. If you buy this for somebody, give them out to people. They can get in contact with us and get more. So anyway, the Lord bless you, and keep praying for us and keep praying for our ministry. And man, I thank you. I love you. I appreciate you. And it's good to be back from my little vacation. And it's just a pleasure to be with you once again. This is Pastor Mike. God bless you. I love you. Bye-bye.